Good morning, YouTube. JT Serenity Farms prepping here. As you can tell, I'm out in the woods. It's about 8:30. I've been out here since right before it got light. And obviously, I'm just sitting here now, not worried about if I see a deer, but if one happens to come by, then, we'll deal with it appropriately at that time. So, last night, I'm sitting around the campfire cooking dinner. My brother and his wife, who are my neighbors, came up. And, we're having a good time, and eventually the talk turns to the political and societal atmosphere we're in right now, because my brother knows I'm a prepper, and he's like a lot of our relatives, I believe. They know something's not right, but they're not doing anything about it. I don't know exactly where that comes from, but I believe that a lot of people, if they have to admit in their hearts and minds how bad things can actually be very shortly, or with the wrong outcome of the election, admitting how terrible things could be is too much for a lot of folks. I'm going to turn this around, because a lot of times when I do this, A, I look pretty crappy, I notice, and B, my voice is often not in line with the video for some reason when I download to my laptop from my phone. So enjoy some nature while I flap my jaws. Okay, so back to people not being able to handle the truth, as they say. It doesn't mean that they don't have their gut telling them what they need to know. They're just blocking it out. People do this every day with something they don't want to know. We know this. As a result, if you don't fully believe how bad things can be, you're not going to properly prepare. And his wife, who doesn't really follow anything, said what she always says: well, if it gets that bad, we know where we're going, don't we, JT? Yeah, we all have family and friends who have said that. I actually have tried to prepare as best I can for those folks, because most of them, especially close family, mean it. They will show up. Another topic. Anyway, my brother said something that I didn't respond to it last night, but this morning it really hit me, and I need to make sure that I get to him and to everyone out there who might be thinking the same thing, but not rationalizing why they thought that. He said, after we had got done talking about all the violence that is going to happen after the election, he said, well, does that mean people should vote for Biden? And I didn't say anything. We kind of kept talking, but hell no. That doesn't. I understand what he was thinking. He wasn't looking at it from a completely partisan, biased, conservative outlook like we do, and he doesn't know everything that's actually going to happen if Pedo Joe and Camaho actually do get elected. So his statement was more of innocence than wanting to vote for Biden. But think about that. How many people do you know that appear to be on the fence that may be thinking the same thing? Well, if the left is promising violence, massive assaults, riots, burning, looting, and murders, if Trump gets reelected, then we should vote for Biden. That is exactly what the left is hoping to achieve by saying there's going to be massive violence. And don't get me wrong, there is going to be massive violence. Regardless, there's going to be massive violence. They're not just trying to sway votes by stating that they are going to burn the MFer down. They mean it. It doesn't matter. So you need to vote Trump. We don't have any choice. We know that he's on our side. Is there going to be anarchy, chaos, and terrorism? Without a doubt. Already across the nation, National Guard and police units are being positioned. And they've got their real bullets this time. Rubber bullet, tear gas bullshit is over. With a Trump win, I've mentioned this before, the Insurrection Act is going to have to be used. If the Dems cheat their way, it's martial law. While they allow the rioting, burning, assaulting, looting, and murders to continue until they have so much chaos, the people beg for them to do something. We're not going to be begging for President Trump to do something. We are going to be potentially joining in. Oh, my brother also had brought up, well, even if there is massive violence in the big cities, that won't affect us out here, right? Well, I tried to explain to him that there were terrorist scum in the closest city 20 miles next to us. Are there enough numbers to do anything? No. We would shut them down in 10 minutes. Point was, supply lines will be shut down. Albany, which is 2.5 hours south of me, the capital of New York, has many. It's a 2-lane highway all the way up. Tractor trailers at 3:45 to 5:30, 6 o'clock. It is a traffic jam. 20 to 30 overpasses over country roads. Take one of those out, just a barricade, and no one's brave enough to run it, and the supply lines for our area are shut down completely, with a few sawhorses and a few knuckleheads standing in the road, unless I'm driving. So you need to impress upon everyone you know. We have 2 days left, 3 days. Get out and vote. Vote conservative, vote President Trump. We have to deal with what's going to happen. It's happening no matter what. Stress the ramifications of a Democrat, evil, sadistic win. It's coming regardless, folks. Vote the way that is going to eventually preserve what we have left and rebuild the country. But for now, JT, signing off.